Welcome to another edition of Southern Gospel Now, the 5-minute podcast that brings you close to the songs and artists that are in the forefront of Southern gospel music. We start with a praise report that Amber Nelon Kistler and husband Nathan are all right after experiencing a robbery while in Panama City Beach, Florida.
He was staying with a family next door. He stole the brother's gun, jumped over to this balcony, came in. We're one of 4 victims, so there was 4 other rooms that he robbed. We are thankful that the Lord protected us because he was in here. He was in here and we were right there.
The couple keep their bedroom door locked. It paid off. All that was taken was recovered, and the 18-year-old man was taken into police custody. We continue to lift Lowry and Talley's stepson, Landon, up in prayer. Doctors removed a brain tumor recently. While not cancerous, the tumor was impacting Landon's optic nerve, and doctors thought it would lend him to possibly losing his sight. He continues in rehab. Our prayers are with Landon and the whole family. Mark Lowry reminds us God isn't in the past or in the future, but he's with us in the here and now.
You know, he said he'd give you enough for today. He didn't say worry about the future or dread about the past, you know. God will not worry with you about the future, and he will not, what did I say that one time? Wallow with you in your past or worry with you about your future. He is only the great I am. He is not the great I was or the great I will be.
Brad Steele of the Steeles is reaching almost 75,000 people on his YouTube channel. It started as him reacting to songs, but it grew from there. Brad tells us more.
I started doing some of those, and it started to gain some traction, and then eventually I started to upload videos of me singing my own original songs as well as some covers here and there. I now have a new audience to hear me sing and to hear my music, and that was the ultimate goal all along. So that's incredible, and the coolest thing is that people watch from all over the world. There's people in the Philippines, there's people from Germany and Ireland and Australia who watch my videos every day, in addition to people here in the United States.
The gang from Tribute Quartet got online with Jim Brady and Gerald Wolfe to discuss their hit, I Call It Home. Josh Singletary talks about the night the group first performed it at a Squire Parsons benefit.
Gerald Wolfe produces our Quartet tribute series. And since Greater Vision was there that night, that was the first time, Gerald, you had heard it. And I think it was that night you walked up and you said, you've got to put that on the next CD.
I remember it.
Yeah, and we did.
I told you that night it was a hit. You don't have to be smart to feel it. It just grabs your heart.
Joseph Habedank's new project, Change is Coming, releases this Friday, April 30th. Joseph wanted to make sure the first song, Religion Isn't Working, would be received well.
I ended up sending the demo of the song before it was ever recorded to several of my pastor friends from different denominations. And I said, A, is the church ready for this? And B, will it be offensive? Will it be controversial? And across the board, every pastor said, no, it's not offensive, it's not controversial. And the amazing statement that I got from most of them was, the people that don't want to hear it are probably the ones that need to hear it.
Kennedy Hayes of the Mylon Hayes family co-wrote the group's new song.
Let me just remind you that God is so good all the time, and his goodness to us doesn't change based on our circumstances. So I don't know what you're facing today, but maybe you just need to take the next couple minutes and focus on how good God has been to you. Because he's so good, it's just overwhelming.
Wayne Haun talks about writing the Perry song, Walk Me Through.
I was drawn with Dixie Phillips and Carolyn Cross, and we got into the room where we were going to write, and you start talking. Writers love to talk and eat, but we were talking at this point. Everybody seemed to be going through something. Some sort of a struggle, or it looked like something was about to happen. And we called this the calm before the storm. There was already a song written called The Calm Before the Storm, so we were trying to find that theme. And I don't know if it was Dixie or Carolyn, and she said, sometimes you just have to say, Lord, walk me through.
We depend on God to walk us through, no doubt. That's it for this week. Southern Gospel Now is brought to you by Daywind Soundtracks. More information available at daywind.com. I'm Greg Goodman. I'll see you next week for another edition of Southern Gospel Now.